Well, good people. It's a pleasure to visit with you today. And I really want to commend those of you who have taken the time to show up today. And if you can hear me clearly, do me a favor and type a one in the chat, please. Type a one in the chat. Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I may, I'd just like us to start with a quick word of prayer. All right. Heavenly Father, we just thank you. We just praise you. We worship you. We magnify your holy name. We thank you for the privilege and the opportunity to be awake today, alive, hale, and hearty, with the privilege to call upon your name. We thank you that you daily load us with benefits, abundant benefits. And as we invoke your presence today, Daddy, we thank you that you're in your midst. And we ask the Holy Spirit to be the host of our meeting today, be in our midst, and give us revelation. And we thank you for your protection, your provision, your favor, and your grace upon all of our family members and our team members. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, and amen. Is anybody in agreement with that? So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. Today may be a short visit because basically I like to make these meetings relevant. And relevancy to me means that you're here to get what you want out of the meeting. Now, I prepared a whole lot of things, but I like to know what the people want to hear. So as I talk today, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Write down your questions, whatever questions that you have that we may discuss, and then just keep everything quiet in the background. Do me a favor, keep everything quiet in the background, okay, so that I can have a good enough recording of this. So again, please, whatever questions you have, write them down now. You can actually even type them in the chat, and at the appropriate time, I'll have somebody read them out, and we will answer those questions for you. And again, I commend you for showing up. I'm only concerned about the people who have the integrity to show up. Now, why do I say that? Why do I say that? I want to share something with you. You see this page right here? What number do you see here in terms of the registrants? 159. So I sent this to about 200 people, to about 200 people, and 159 registered and said they're going to show up. But the ones that need to be here are here.
An extremely unique individual.
So please, don't speak out of turn, please. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. And again, I want to make it very, very relevant. So I will be answering some questions, but I want to share some things with you real quick before we get into other stuff. I want to share some updates with you. Okay. Let's see here. One of the things that I created to make things easy for us is I created a Telegram channel, my fellow VP thermostats. I say we're thermostats because we don't reflect what's going on. We decide what goes on. Are you in agreement with that? We set the temperature. A thermostat sets the temperature, and a thermometer just reflects what's going on. So we use this a lot in the leadership group where we say we are thermostats. So right here is the group Telegram that I created for us. And what I do is, if you go into the VYB Telegram, you have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. Did I say scroll? To get to what you're looking for. So I will take whatever is the most pertinent stuff and I will post it. Sadly, out of almost 300 people or so that we have on the team, so far only 51 have bothered to subscribe, even though I put the subscription email, the subscription link in every email that I send out. You know, it is what it is. That's just the way it is. But so real quick, the goals of the VYB and what's going on right now. First of all, we are at the end of pre-launch. You know, Megan herself is so over pre-launch. It's like, let's get it on. All right. So here are the current goals. This is to answer all support tickets and emails. They get just like hundreds of support tickets. Some people saying, I don't remember my password. How? And then they'll send it 2 or 3 or 4 times. Can you imagine that? Or some people say, I can't log in. And some people will just type in payments. You know, what's anybody to do with that, you know, right? So anyway, they did their best to streamline this. They're doing their best to answer all support questions. So the goal is to ensure right now that all charter members are fully upgraded. It's also to continue testing the banking system and the back office functionality. I'll show you my back office in a minute here, because I think a lot of people don't spend enough time in their back office to really understand what they have at their hands and what's happening. Okay. Also to prepare everyone to pay for the Elevate Pro or Legend memberships. It said next week, but that is this week. Okay, this week. So whatever memberships you choose, you will not be able to upgrade until June. So here's what that means. If in 2 days or 3 days from now, they said, okay, go, we can go ahead and start paying. If you choose let's say for instance, you choose Elevate, $39.99 membership. And then you go, oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Look at all these people under me. You know, now I'm not going to make any money. You won't be able to change whatever you chose until next month. So everybody needs to understand that. You can't change and say, I want to pay a portion. No, you have to change when your next subscription is due. That's when you'll be able to change. So the other thing here is to remind you what a PCV is. Because of the FTC, we had to change our language. We can't say if you bring 2 people, you qualify for this level. If you bring 7, you qualify for that level. The FTC sees that as paying to recruit. Then they look at that kind of like a Ponzi scheme. So the company had hired the company that helped Amway get to $1 billion company. And they took VYB as clients. And they went through all of our commission structure, marketing structure, language, and everything, because it's not about if the FTC will come, because when you're doing good and you're making noise, you better believe they're going to show up. So this company, they actually help about 1,000 network marketing companies, and they take you from whether it's the compensation language or the marketing language, or you get challenged by the FTC or whatever, they are there, period. And so a lot of times, even when the authorities know that you've engaged these people and it costs a lot of money, that they don't bother with you because they know you're going to be, you've already crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's and you're in good hands. So that's a very wise thing that they did. So for that matter, they had to change the language in terms of production, commissionable volume. Okay. So this includes your own product purchase. Now, remember they had said that even if you did not bring anybody in, you did not recruit anybody, you could still get paid for 5 levels. They had to change that and say that as long as you have 160 PCV, personal commissionable volume, like for instance, if you pay for the pro, as long as you have 160 PCV, you will be able to earn through 5 levels for 45 days. So a lot of you who came in very, very early and have tens of thousands of people below you, we don't know how many of those people are going to convert, but there's a very good chance that you could have a good team below you. So you cannot purchase and elevate and expect you're going to get paid. That is only 40 PCV because it's $39.99, $40. But a pro is $159.99. I think it's 160. As long as you have 160 PCV, whether you go and let's say for instance, first of all, if you want to get paid, you have to have the $9.99 VYB partnership kit is what they call it. Again, this is all legalese, but that's what allows a company to stay alive for a long time because they say you have to have so many proportion of customers to affiliates, partners, right? So we have a saying in Nigeria that I came from. They said the same white man who made the pencil also made the eraser. So there's always a way to say in a way that satisfies whatever it is that they're looking for. All right. So we use PCV instead of people. So let's say you came in, for instance, and also you have to let them know that you want to be a partner, aka affiliate, aka independent business owner. And what differentiates that is a payment of $9.99 per month. Now, I'm not telling you anything new that hasn't been in the paperwork and being discussed and talked ad nauseum for the last 5, 6, 7 weeks. But it's just people who decide to hear what they want to hear. All right. So they're making it clear here. So your personal purchase will count to add up how much PCV you have. And then obviously plus any product sales or referrals that you generate, okay? So to earn legacy network, we have to call that legacy network instead of 3x10 matrix. I remember when I was in the financial planning business, we have term of arts, certain words that if a layman uses on the street, you better not use it with your client. And say, well, if everybody else is, why can't you use it? Well, because you're a licensed and you're governed by certain rules, laws, and regulations. So, for instance, a layman will use the word investment. As a licensed security agent, as a licensed financial planner, you can't use that word investment willy-nilly. It means something else totally different. So the same thing in everything that is being done here. Legacy network as opposed to 3x10 matrix. And you must pay $9.99 per month for your VYB business kit. That's what I'm talking about. This is what allows you to earn commission beyond one level. This is what says you are an IBO. You are an independent business owner. This is what says you are a VYB partner. This is what says you are an affiliate. Otherwise, you're a customer and you can only earn one level of compensation. This is how the differentiation is made. That's what satisfies the FTC. Don't ask me to explain how that makes sense. A lot of stuff that they do in legal mumbo jumbo, it makes sense, but to the layman, it doesn't. So again, you must have at least 160 PCV to be commission eligible. Now, to unlock all levels and be able to earn everything, okay? Remember, we used to say, sponsor 7 people. Well, we don't talk like that anymore. That 7 is the equivalent of 1,750 PCVs, right? Do you know that what I'm telling you right now, they've done several webinars about it, okay? But sometimes people don't catch it because they have stuff happening, all right? So that's why I decided to go over this today. And I put it into, it's in all the Telegram channels. It may be difficult for you to find it. That's why I put it in our team Telegram channel. So I'm hoping that those of you who are on today will go on and talk to the people that you have and tell them to pay attention. Okay? Tell them to pay attention so that they can know what's going on. So let's say, so we used to say sponsor 7. Well, they made it better because now if it was you and then you went and sponsored 7, that's a total of 8, right? You plus 7 is 8, correct? But now it's just 7, which means you are included. So now you only need 6, but we can't say that. That 7 is the equivalent of 7 legend memberships. 250 times 7 is 1,750 PCVs. So it's qualifying to be able to earn on all levels, but we don't call it recruiting people, sponsoring people anymore. We say personal commissionable volume. But if you understand the equivalence, then it's easy to grasp. Now here's an example that they showed it. An example how Jessica becomes a qualified legend. Jessica joins VYB and she purchases a legend membership for herself. Are you with me? 250 PCV. So how does she get to 750? 1,750 in order to become a qualified legend and be able to earn through all 10 levels. How does she do that? Okay, first of all, she has 250 PCV. Mind you, even if she came in with just $9.99, okay, and she went and sponsored 7 legends, that will still equal 1,750, and she will qualify for legend pay. I hope you understand that. But let's just stick with the example here, 250 PCV. And let's say she referred 3 legends. Okay. What is the equivalent of a legend? 250, right? So 3 is 3 times 250, which is 750. Are you with me? Let's say in addition to that, she refers 4 pros. 4 pros, that's 4 times 160, all right? Which is 640 PCV. And then let's say she refers 3 elevates. Okay, elevate memberships. That's 3 times 40, 120 PCV. So if you add all of that together, you get 1,760 PCV. She overdid herself. She went a little bit above. Instead of 1,750, she did 1,760. Okay. So now Jessica is now a qualified legend and fully commissionable on fast app bonuses. Okay. level 1 and level 2, on all check matches, level 1 and level 2, and on all levels of matrix pay. I hope you all understand that. Now you could always go back and review this information because I'm showing you exactly where I'm reading it from right now. Okay, so now charter membership payment status. Everyone should have paid their $25 charter membership. If you had a payment issue, they're still working through emails as of when this was posted. I think it was posted yesterday or something like that. Okay. And they had told people to go and to go to the website, my VYB.io, and they showed graphically and in writing what to do and what to say, not to write a book, just in bullet point. If you go to myvibe.io, I won't go there right now. You can go, you can see that. I don't know though, it may be too late at this point. Because here's what's happening. They do not want to load anybody that hasn't paid a dime into the matrix. Are you with me? They want to load people who are committed. So the commitment just starts with a charter membership to become a founding member. They want to load them, but they have to make sure that they get everybody who qualifies to be loaded. And sometimes the reason they didn't qualify is because they didn't get their monies in. And sometimes it's not because of their own fault. Sometimes I had somebody contacting me today, said his bank refused him on Monday to use his card to purchase the crypto inside the payment process. Why they would do that, I don't know. But he didn't tell me that on Monday. He didn't tell me on Tuesday. He's sending me something today. Now, they had made other ways to get around that for people. If you have a problem, get in touch with us. So they created what's it called, a Zelle account and a Cash App account. And they sent the email to the people and they gave them 24 hours to go ahead and utilize it. Why? Because they want to move everybody into the matrix so that we can get fully launched. So not doing that delays getting fully launched, or they would have to just tell those people, sorry, you're out of luck. Why did you wait till the last minute? Eventually, some people are going to be caught in that. All right, so that's what's going on. So here, they're having some challenges with Trinidad and Tobago. Matter of fact, as I'm speaking right now, they're having a webinar with those people in Trinidad and Tobago because what happened with them is they changed their government and the government had fired a lot of people who run the government. And so everybody's IDs had expired and they didn't have anybody to work and do the IDs. It's like, duh, come on, you know. So they're trying to figure out kind of ways to help those people. These are some of the challenges that they're running into. And they're bending backwards to see what they can do to help these people. They didn't cause the government to mess up, but they did. Now, then we talk about the VYB hub status. The VYB hub, basically that is your payments platform. You want to know what? The VYB is actually a bank. Is actually the VYB bank. We are actually a bank. Can you believe that? Is that amazing or what? I was talking to a gentleman. He's a multimillionaire out of Tampa, Florida, in our organization, and he made millions and millions in Herbalife, you know, and he's actually basically retired. I introduced him to Megan, he actually said he's going to send his pilot to go and pick up Megan and come to his hotel. They have this five-star hotel, and he was going to put 600 people in the meeting. And anyway, so I've been having several conversations with this gentleman, and so when he saw what was going on with our payment situation, he said, "You know what happened, Coach?" He said, "About 30 some years ago, 35, I was in a room in our hotel. He has this hotel, he and a couple of people, and we do the meetings in that hotel, and they're doing their meeting in one grand room, and Amway was doing theirs in another grand room, and he happened to walk out and met Rich DeVos. If you all know Amway, you should know the name Rich DeVos, one of the owners, right? And he was telling him that they were having all kind of problems with the banks. The banks have never liked network marketing, folks. They've never liked network marketing. You know, they're used to the 9 to 5. You know, how the heck are you gonna do this little thing and make all this kind of money? And I'm working 9 to 5 and I can't get ahead. You know. Anyway, you know what Amway did? They went and bought their own banks. And I was mentioning that to Megan the other day, and that's when she revealed to me, guess what? We are a bank. I'm like, wow. And you'll be hearing more about how that really helps us and all the different things that we're going to be doing, okay, in terms of money movements globally. But the thing is, you want to avoid the regular system like the plague. That's why when people use their card with VYB, now you can use your card to buy anything, right? They never tell you what you cannot. And when they issue you a card, they don't say, well, you can't buy groceries on Tuesday nights. You know, you can't buy this. Or no, you can use your card. It's your money. You can use it to buy anything anywhere, right? Well, when they use their card with VYB, they're buying crypto. And then the crypto goes into the system. Why are they doing that? There's a company right now, a network marketing company. They have $800,000 of fraudulent payments that they're dealing with, and it's going to take that company out of business. Because the first thing that happens is the bank says, well, we don't want to do business with you. Because people are people. When they see a way that they can game the system, they will try to game the system. And then they try to make all these chargebacks. You know what chargebacks do to merchants? It destroys their records. It destroys their record. It's like if they had a credit rating of 840, they go down to like less than 300. So the last thing you want is chargebacks. And that is what network marketers do that destroys company. Well, guess what? When you use your card and you purchase crypto, there's no chargeback. That is what protects it. Matter of fact, Megan came to California and was meeting with Joe. This guy has over 1 million downline. He's joined the business. He hasn't started building. This is why we're so fortunate. We're so lucky. Okay, because when he starts bringing his people in, they're going to be coming in under all of us, even though he signed up way above them. And he was telling Megan, you need to get rid of that banking situation using credit cards, using debit cards. It will be the death of you. He said, well, we can't do that right now, but we're working towards it. It's where the world is going, is crypto, period. All right? So stay plugged in. Now, new members joining. If someone has just signed up, they will not see, right now, they will not see their VYB Hub, right? If they just signed up right now, until they open it back up. And that's expected to happen very, very soon. Okay, like they say here, that's expected. They'll gain access once the portal reopens. In the meantime, stay plugged in, get educated, and prepare to activate. Okay, banking options. Next steps. New banking options will be coming soon. You'll soon be able to pay for your subscription and cash out in multiple ways. For now, stay focused. Update will be announced when they are available. Membership payments, building phase, okay? So Elevate Pro Legend memberships is what's going to be available. No one has paid for that yet, ladies and gentlemen. No one has paid for that yet, but payments will open soon for all of that. Everyone must be ready. Listen to this. Everyone must be ready on Monday to hear the next voice of instruction. Be prepared. Be prepared. With $9.99, your VYB business kit required to be commissionable. Okay. Your membership funds. Okay. $39.99 Elevate, $159.99 for the Pro Legend, $249. We'll open prepayment next week, that is 6th week, and there'll be a 72-hour cutoff. Folks, go back and read this and really understand it. Okay. This week shortly, they're going to open up. Now, fortunately, I sponsored enough number of, I sponsored, I think it was 44 people. And out of those 44, 36 of them paid their $25. And they paid it way back. They didn't wait till the last second. Okay. So right now, that $360 is sitting. They have already delivered it. If you have any money like that coming, go look in your back office. I'll show you in a minute. And you'll see it's sitting there ready to be used. Okay. So I will be able to use that to pay for my Legend membership. But this is what we're also advising people that they can do. They can go ahead and get the money now and I am helping a few family members. Put that money, get your VYB Buck set up, get your Tiger app set up. Make sure when you set up your Tiger app, about 2 weeks ago, I think, I sent an email. Go into your email and type in Coach Kola, okay? And it'll bring up all these emails. I send about 4 to you each week, okay? I'm trying not to overwhelm you, but by the same token, I know lots of people are busy doing this, and I give you very clear instructions. And I told people at that point, you can go ahead and set up your Tiger Pay. That's when I set mine up, okay? But make sure you use the same email as the email in your VYB back office. The same email as your email in your back office. The same email when you set up your Tiger Pay, because you can go to Apple Store or the App Store in Android, you know, and you can download the Tiger Pay app. And you can go ahead and transfer money into it. As soon as you transfer money into it, you can go into your back office and click sync. And it will sync it and it will show up in your VYB back office. It will show up. So when they say go pay, in the process, it'll show you got this much to pay already. And you just click pay, boom, you're done. So be proactive. Be proactive. Be proactive. And they're going to give us about 72 hours to do that. Why? Because they want people to have a paycheck very early in May. Because the way this works is, as people are paying, if you go look in your back office, you'll see the money rolling up into your back office, rolling up $3, $5, $3, $5, $40, $20, $3, $5, $3, $40, $20. It'll be rolling up and you'll be seeing it. You know? But you will only be able to withdraw after about 7 days. It's called kind of like a cooling off period or whatever. So let's say 2 days from now, 3 days from now, they say go. All right. If you have paid attention and relay this information to your members, they will do the needful and be ready. I even sent a video, a set of 3 videos on how to use Tiger Pay, how to download it, how to buy crypto through Tiger Pay, and all that. I put it all in that email that I sent all of you. I do my best, I tell you that. And you can go back and research and find those and watch it and be prepared and help your downline members to be prepared. So that when they say go pay, it's smooth. We're not waiting until the last minute, because after 72 hours, okay, only those who are paid at that point are going to be in the commission run for the 7 days thereafter. They'll be withdrawing cash already in all kinds of different ways. Are you following me? If there's any ambiguity, something you don't understand, go ahead and write your question down right now, and we're going to go ahead and go over it in a minute. So your main focus right now, ladies and gentlemen, is build, enroll as many guest memberships as you can, and get ready. On our next presentation, I'm going to share with you what we have in stock, what we're planning to do. Okay, at that time, I'm going to bring out Megan's, and we would have started already. So you'll be playing catch up. At that point, I'll bring up Megan's plan to max the matrix in 10 to 12 weeks. Now, in the back office, there will be a tutorial. It's called the onboarding. What do you do in the first 48 hours? Are you tracking me? What do you do? That'll be explained there. On how you can max your matrix in 10 to 12 weeks. You know what that means? That means 10 to 12 weeks from today, if you max it, you could be in a position earning up to $442,860 per month. Now, I know some people don't believe that. I do. I believe it for me. I believe it for me. Because it's not about are you worthy of it or whatever. It's about working the system and let the system get you there. And we're going to have a plan B system for those who can't do one system, but they'll be able to do another system. I met with some of our leaders, Doug and G-Man and Wiseman. Doug couldn't join us today, and we're working on a plan. The idea is for everybody to be able to have their 3 recruits in the first 7 days. That's the plan. To empower, enable, and resource and train people to be able to have their 3 sales. They said we shouldn't use the word recruit, right? Their 3 membership sales in the first week. So think about that. If that is happening in the first week for everybody, in 10 weeks, what have you done? You've maxed out the matrix. Well, if you're not at $442,000 per month, perhaps you're at $100,000 a month. That won't be so shabby, right? Perhaps you'll be at $50,000 a month. That's not shabby either. But it has to be intentional. It has to be intentional. The bottom line is, it is possible, and Megan is determined to make it happen. And she's looking for people to work with. So some of us who were very fortunate that when we first started, we got out really fast and built a big business really quickly and were therefore, it was conferred upon us that we could join the top 50 in the leadership who meet with her every morning, Monday through Friday. Now, here's the deal. That's only the beginning. Based on what you do from here, you may displace some people and be in that position also. Because the person who's going to make the biggest money in this business, I'm not even going to say that. Here I am. They always tell you that that person hasn't been recruited yet. No, I'm not believing that. But, you know, that's generally what they say. Okay. We have several people who are coming and bringing in huge groups. One guy, he's made $48 million in network marketing. Very, 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 very close friends with Megan. He has signed up a long time ago. He's just waiting for us to go ahead, because he doesn't need, oh, I'm going to sign up before all these people and I'm going to get, he doesn't need all that. He's got his whole crew and his whole plan. And that will be coming, there's several of them like that will be coming in under those people who recognize the moments and take action. So that's all I got for you on that at this point, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I haven't spent too much time on that, but at any rate, I hope it was worthwhile for you. So we'll take a look at questions. G-Man, if you could take a look at the questions and maybe read those questions out, I'd really appreciate you, sir.
Yes, Coach Kola, we have one. It says that what steps for the KYC? I have paid my $25. Need to know when the subscription is due. So I guess they're asking how to KYC, and you can elaborate on that. So that's the first question.
Okay, as far as KYC, they removed, maybe I can show you something real quick. Let's go here. Let me change what I'm sharing here. Let's click share.
She's already paid the $25. She just want to KYC her account.
Yeah. Well, for right now, they removed that button. There used to be a button that you could click to begin that process. Okay. And they had a few issues with the process. KYC is being done through Tiger Pay. Okay, so normally it's a good segue into what I wanted to show you. Normally, if you paid your $25 and you log in, you will see this right here that says VYB bucks. I believe, I hope, I'm assuming everybody here today has paid their the $25. You will see this right here. Okay, so now when you click on this, it'll take you here where it says access my wallets. Okay. Actually, normally it will first of all say, it will show you your profile to make sure you have everything filled in correctly. Now, they did share with us how to fill it in. I'm going to go back to this page real quick, myvibe.io. Okay, this is where everything lives. VYB setup. I had some people asking me to help them take care of this. I sent out a video after I spent 5 hours with Megan and Tony, and we were all working, putting the video together to make it simple. I sent out the video to about 192 of you, with also a PDF. And then they decided to put that PDF onto a slideshow. so that if you go to myvibes.io and you click on it, okay, then this is the slideshow. It's not a video, it's a slideshow. But if you put your cursor to the right, like here, and then you just click, it'll change. So they have, if you are paid for your membership, if you are not paid for your membership, there are 2 courses to go. And then you click it again, it tells you what you need to get done. All right. So you want to read this part 1. You have paid for your membership. That's what I believe most of you in here have done. And then it will say, yeah, go to your VYB back office, and you're going to click on $5 like I did. I clicked on $5. Okay. The button looks like that. I think I showed it when I went here, $5, right? And then let's see, did I go to the right? Okay, let's go here. Oh, right. Huh. Oh, there we are. Gotta remember what tab I'm on. All right. So you clicked on that, and then it will show you your profile, like I was saying. And then once it showed you your profile, this is where a lot of people were getting tripped up. Okay, people were getting tripped up here because the birth date is shown in the European style. And you have to change it to make it look like this. Otherwise, it will keep telling you that you need to fill out everything correctly. All right. But they already put the image there. They put the diagram there for all of us. So this is again completing the profile in there. And then it would show you, this is what you would see as you are walking through. And then you will click set password. Okay. Now, the VYB back office is one portal. It's one website. The VYB back office is your payment back office. It's different. So you're logging to each one separately, but you want to make sure you set the password and the email to be the same. You want to make sure it's the same. Because I did that, you're going to see what happens when I go back there right now and I click access my wallet or whatever, okay? Make sure your email address and the password is the same for your VYB back office and your VYB login, okay? You're going to set a password. You're going to set it. It's not there yet because you've never been to that site yet. For those of you who haven't set it up yet. So you're going to set it. It's going to send an email to you. Check your email and click set password, all right? So then you're going to come back and you're going to put the login information in, and it's going to bring you right here. This is your payment platform, okay? This is the VYB Bank, like Wells Fargo, like Chase. We are a bank, not that a bank is serving us. Only we're much better because we also do crypto. And there's a reason why we lean to crypto. And I explained that a little bit just now. But people want to be able to swipe that card, want to be able to put that card. Go ahead, put it in. But it's going to buy crypto. That's for the health of the company. I already explained that in full earlier on, so I won't go over that again. Now, so it's going to go all like this, and you're going to set whether you want a personal account or a business account. If you do not currently have a business account, do not put business account. Start with personal, you can change it later. So click the dot that says personal. You know, when we're done today, you can go to the site and go over it. Be ready to help your downline. Okay. So then it's gonna, when you're done, it's gonna say click here to to complete your registration. That way, you've created your banking interface. Okay. Now, you were asking about KYC. They've currently removed this little thing right here, but it'll be back shortly. They had some challenges with the KYC. Our KYC was being done through Stripe, and they use another system called Link. KYC is very, 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 very important, period. It has to be done. I mean, think about it. We are in a position where somebody could be earning $100,000 per month. Surely we want to know that they are who they say they are, because the company doesn't want to have to pay the taxes and all that money, right? So it's important. So, excuse me, we're having some internet problems. Hold on here. This should come back in a minute here. Let's see. Okay, we're back cooking with gas. You know, I live way up in these hills, and sometimes the internet is crazy. Anyway, so there we are. That's where you will click the button to be able to do the KYC. That button will be there again shortly. Okay, they're putting in so many things so that we have so many different ways to pay and so many different ways to withdraw money. But all of it is going to be leading to crypto. And I explained explicitly why that is necessary for the longevity of the company earlier on. But what do you care? You're using your card, it's taking the money out of your bank account, and you're buying whatever you're buying anyway. They're just trying to make it all so much more friendly in the way it works. I had to set up KYC for an organization I was running. We were in the process of having to distribute billions of dollars to individuals. And I had to contract with a company to come, and they charged us $1.60 for each person that did the KYC. So there's a cost to the company, and the company can't have people going there and having issues, things not being taken care of, and still having to pay money. They required us to put $10,000 down with that KYC process. So anyway, that thing will be there back very, very shortly, and you'll be able to complete your KYC. So when you're done, it's going to kind of look like this. You have different accounts. You have your crypto account, the cards, because we'll be able to, we're going to have cards, bank cards, okay, that you can put whatever design that you want on, all kind of stuff that they'll be talking to you about, okay? Now, in the process, it's going to show you where you can download your Tiger app. Glenn, the owner of Tiger app, we actually work with the people who Tiger app works for. Okay, they are our partners. All right. And you will be able to download your app. Like I explained to some of you, to you just a minute ago, you can get yourself ready. If you don't know how to do it, I sent videos on how to use Tiger Pay, how to buy crypto within Tiger Pay with your debit card. Google knows everything. I Googled it and I sent that page, and it has 3 videos on it that I sent to everybody. And the videos are like 5 minutes. It's where the world is going. Period, folks. So, like as I mentioned, you could download your app as long as you make sure that you use the same email address that you use for your back office. Because when you do that and you download that app and you put money onto that Tiger Pay wallet and you click sync, the money you put into that wallet is going to show right here. I'll show you in a minute in my account, okay? So that's for those people who have already paid their $25. I'm not going to go through the one for the people who had not paid their $25 because that's really over. It's really over right now. All right. So let's go back here. Where was I before I rudely interrupted myself? So I went to my dashboard. I'll retrace my step real quick. I went to my dashboard. Okay. And I clicked on VYB-Bucks right here. That's how you access your banking platform. When you click on that, it takes you to here, access my wallets. Okay. So when you click on access my wallets, then it's going to take you to your VYB-Bucks. Okay. It wants me to log in and then it just passed me right through. I don't know if you saw that. That's because I made my login credentials with VYB back office the same login credentials with my banking platform at VYB-Bucks. Those are two different portals. Okay. Now, so here's the dashboard. You have an e-wallet. With this e-wallet, you can download money from your back office into this e-wallet, your commissions into this e-wallet. And from there, you can, you're going to have cards you can put into your bank account. We're going to have, for people who are abroad and elsewhere, there's pay quickly or pay quicker. I know I have a card. A lot of network marketing companies also use it. You know, we'll have that, and just all different kinds of ways. Or you want to download it into your crypto account. So that right here, crypto, and your crypto, you'll be using the Tiger Pay crypto wallet. It is all integrated. Now, I haven't received any pay yet, but you see here it says $21.17. I decided to test it out. So I went ahead, I downloaded the Tiger Pay wallet, and you have to have at least a minimum of $50 in that Tiger Pay wallet. Okay. So I had about $54. And there was a person who didn't have a way to pay the $25. And they would just say, okay, why don't I just send you cash by Zelle? I don't like doing this because it's just, I like people to know how to do it. So they sent me $35. Not just the 25. Why? Because I had to take that money out of my bank account and put it into my Cash App account and buy crypto. Well, it only took like 3 minutes. I had it done. Then I had to take that Bitcoin and transfer it to Tiger Pay. There's a fee for buying, there's a fee for transferring. And then once it got into Tiger Pay, then I decided she had $33 left over. So I went into my Tiger Pay app wallet on my phone, and it tells me to type in her email address. I typed in her email address, and boom, the money went right into her back office, her Tiger Pay back office. You see how that works? So she was able to pay just like that. So if we prepare ahead, we're not going to have any problem. It's only people who wait to the last minute that end up having challenges with these situations. So if I go back to where we were, I'm going to show you something real quick. Like I mentioned, you should go into your back office and click every link to see what's in there. You know, you can go in there and say, okay, let me share. See my wallet. See right there? See my wallet. So if I click see my wallet, that's the $360 that they paid me from the 36 out of the 44 people who paid their $25. See, I can withdraw that. And they showed me how it came in as it was coming in. When people start signing up, this is how you're going to receive money just rolling into your back office, rolling in $3, $3, $5, $3, $5, $40, $20, $3, $5, $40, $20. You'll be seeing it rolling in and adding up like that. Okay. Order history, earnings report. It's all right there. That direct team, you'll be able to see the people that you personally brought, and the people they brought, and the people they brought. So like right here, if I clicked on this, it'll show you my 36 frontline people. That is the ones that I paid the $25. Several did not pay the $25 yet. Then it'll show you the plus sign here, how many people each one has brought. And it'll keep expanding, 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 going down and down and down, expanding down, down, down. Now, what's going to happen when they load everybody in the prepay, and right before they tell us we can go pay, we'll be able to see a whole lot more than this. That is all, this is your personal team. If I started, oh, I don't want to open this because it's other people's business, you know. I don't want to click on it. If you see people who recruited people, who recruited people, who recruited people, and it keeps on going down and down and down, right? But we'll be able to see all the spillovers also. So this is one of the reasons why this is taking so long. Right here, you'll be able to see who's a customer, who's a partner, who's an apprentice, who has never, doesn't have any 160 PCV yet, who is a rookie, and who's a connector. They have at least 160 PCV, like I explained, all that. Who is a creator, who is a, I don't remember what this is, influencer, icon, and legend. It's all right there. Okay. So this is what you're going to be able to see, and you can be able to contact your sponsor. And one thing we suggest everybody should do, okay, because a lot of people, their sponsors are not taking care of them. Go find out who your sponsor is and ask them who their sponsor is, and ask them who their sponsor is, and ask them who their sponsor is. Get all the way to the top so that if you need help, you can get help. I think I'm going to stop there, ladies and gentlemen. I covered quite a bit, and I'd like to know if you got something from it, do me a favor, type a yes in the chat. If you got something from what we discussed today, type a yes in the chat. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I see a couple people got something from it. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I do. The rest of you are getting around to it. So we can open the the questions. G-Man, are there any other questions?
At this time, you have covered all the questions that was asked. One was that you covered about the check mark next to your name into the VYB-Bucks hub, and that was answered already. So there was no more questions there
Okay, excellent.
in chat. Mhm.
So now, so I think also, you know, when is it going to be due and all that. I covered all of that by going through the Telegram, just to remind you all that we set up a Telegram channel, It looks like this official VYB-TKO group. Because if you go to the and I put in the most pertinent information, folks, you see this thing out by Grant Cardone that I posted there? Do yourself a favor and go listen to it. Do yourself a favor and go listen to it. There's so much information. We need to broaden our minds. But anyway, this is what I covered in terms of we went through all of this. Uh, the end of pre-launch and what next. We covered all of that. The goals, everything. We covered all of this today. So please stay plugged in. Sign up in our VYB, in our Telegram channel. It's very, very difficult for me to try to call 300 odd people, whatever that we have in our organization. At least as of when I checked last about 5 weeks ago, and out of that, 240 have paid the $25, and I am not going to have so much time to do all the things that I was doing, because once we switch into Go, folks, I am focused on a 90-day groove to max out the matrix. I am available generally from 10 a.m. Pacific to 8 p.m. Pacific. Generally, because what happens a lot of times, people are calling me and I'm pressing, I'll call you back, I'll call you back, I'll call you back, I'll call you back. And as I'm calling them back, other people are calling. I don't mind it. I appreciate, people who are plugged in, wanting to use. I just wish they would come here and listen. I showed you all that we had, what was that again? I sent out information. I sent out information to
150 people.
190s,
90.
192 people, and what 150, 56, or was it 59? This is right here. I don't know why the world seems to be like that anymore, to where people's words doesn't mean anything anymore. Oh, okay, 161 people registered that they were going to show up. 161. And then people want to complain that they don't know what's going on. I just want to make sure that you all know where to find me at least once a week. So please do me a favor, invite your partners. Let's learn together. We're going to get into some training very, very soon. Basically, showing how everybody can get 3 people in their very first week. All the resources that we've been harnessing and putting together. Okay, so do we have any other questions from anybody, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody else got any question?
Yes.
Go ahead, Diane.
Go ahead.
I was wondering, will Megan be coming to the Dallas-Fort Worth area? I haven't seen where that was posted. I saw some other areas, but I haven't seen this one.
Well, that is not hasn't been decided right now. Right now, she's going to have you seen the latest let me see. Let me see if I can share that with you real quick. Schedule. I don't believe that
Yeah, I know she's covering the Midwest right now. It looks like that Chicago, Detroit, that area.
uh-huh. Yeah, that Philadelphia and Philadelphia. So if I go, see, folks, you guys should live on this and our team update channel. Here's the Vibe Company update. Okay, so this is where she's going right now. As I speak right now, they're doing something with the Spanish people and also in Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago right here, Philadelphia. But all the information will be on this right here. And I post most of what is pertinent also on our team channel so that you don't have to scroll too far, plus some educational, mind-blowing, mind-setting, personal development stuff that I also post. Okay. All right. So any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, then. So, I want to commend you for taking the time to show up today. Folks, winning takes intention. And we just have to prioritize. I have a very, 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 very big goal. Very big goal. I mean, my goal, what I'm looking to achieve, will make Vibe look like nickels and dimes. But I can't do it. But that I first of all make Vibe a success because it's integral to what my plan is. And it has to do with global discipleship. It has to do with developing the biggest, wealthiest philanthropic organization in the world. I can't do that joining some MLM company out there. I don't care what they're doing. Nothing encompasses what this is, at least for my goal, my personal goal. If I just want to make an extra $20,000, $50,000 a month, $15,000, oh yeah, there's tons of them out there. There's tons of them out there. But does it fulfill the purpose for which I believe I am on the face of this earth? None of them out there right now. And this has been coming together now for about a year. So the question is, for each person, what do you want? What kind of a mark do you want to leave? And not just what kind of a mark do you want to leave, how many people will you take with you? And will they be in the position to be able to reach their goals and their desires and fulfill their purpose in life also? So that's all. I don't want to keep you all any further. I commend you for showing up today, and we'll talk again soon. Give me a call. Call me. If your upline isn't helping you, call me. Let's make sure nothing hinders your success. Now, you may not get me right away, but I always call back. Okay, everybody. I love you and appreciate you. And we thank God for you. And we shall see you guys all again. Hopefully.
Can we end with prayer?
Hello?
I said, can we end with prayer?
Yes. Would you mind leading us in prayer?
Okay. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed and holy is your name. We come before you as your sons and daughters, Father, thanking you for that through the blood of your Son, Jesus. We just thank you for this blessing that you have presented to all of us, Father, in the form of Vibe. And we just ask that you keep minds clear and the vision planted for where you want it to go and what you want it to do. We're thanking you in advance, Father, for the faith that we have in this program. And we ask that those that need help, where it is needed, that it will be provided. And now we mostly thank you for sending your son, Jesus, that his precious blood covers each one of us for our sins we committed yesterday, today, and tomorrow, in our words and our thoughts and our deeds. We give you all the praise, the glory, and the honor in his holy, saving name. Amen.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Miss Diane. We appreciate you. And stay in touch, everybody. Stay in touch. Let me know how I can be of help. It's easier for each one of you guys to call me than for me to call everybody. And let's help some people. Let's do something big. Okay. Love y'all.
Do, Coach. Bye for now.
Thanks,
Bye
Coach.
for now.
Wiedersehen.
Bye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen. Danke.